Hello, how you doing? I'm Kenny Harris, obviously your host. Today we have Kevin KC Chambers on the show. Let's talk about it. So, thank you for coming on the show, man. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Long time coming. So, at this point in your life, where are you at?
That's a good question, man. Because I still believe each and every day I'm still trying to find me. Still today,
Right.
at 44, I'm still trying to find me. So any person my age or older telling you that they got it all figured out is lying.
Right.
Because every day is still a process as we go on, daily life. So I'm still trying to find out where I am,
Right.
honestly.
Yeah. So, that's okay. That's a good one. Trying to figure it out. Makes sense. Now, what makes you the way you are now, right? So I'll say, seeing you, obviously, through the course of my life, and you being older than me, always upbeat, high energy, you know what I mean? Still very strong, right? You were always kind of calm, right? But for me, I could see too, you got a look or something like ain't no games being played, right? Now I see you, and you're more settled and calm.
Ken, that's a good question. These past couple of years, I've been through a lot, you know what I mean? And it kind of like put things in perspective for me. Having gone through what I went through these past couple of years, having been through several operations and things of that nature, dealing with my health,
Right.
Being in feds, of course.
Yeah.
So it kind of like humbled me a lot.
Okay.
I feel as though I got a second chance at life. A lot of people can't say it.
Right.
A lot of people from where I come from
Yeah.
have either dead or spending the rest of their life in jail. So I feel like I'm more at peace today because I've learned a lot through the course of my years. Gained a lot of insight, just my surroundings, my city, just through observation, through other people's mistakes and other people's mishaps. I've kind of learned from that, and it's caused me to be humble.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. So now we're gonna go back, right? Because you said obviously being in the feds, but that wasn't your first rodeo.
That
You
wasn't.
feel me? Yeah.
That
right.
wasn't.
That wasn't your first rodeo.
No.
So how has the last bid humbled you more so for you to reflect when you've been locked up numerous of times and did your time and like?
I wouldn't say the last bid humbled. This bid that I just came from the feds humbled me. The last one, not so much, because I came right back out. My mindset was still the same. I didn't really grow from it. I grew mentally.
Right.
I grew spiritually, but I didn't grow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't grow because it's different aspects of the word grow.
Right.
You have to actually sit down and reflect on that word grow.
Right.
Before you can actually grow.
Yeah.
So this past few years that I did in the feds, I've grown.
Okay.
I've learned a lot. And when you start dealing with federal people,
Yeah.
you have to kind of like, all right, man, things are kind of serious now. So
Right.
you got to pay more attention. You
Yeah.
got to do different things.
Yeah.
You got to act different. You got to walk different. You got to talk different. You got to listen different. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if you don't do any of those things, you'll find yourself in that repeated cycle. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So that's the difference.
Okay. So tell me the difference then from the feds, state, just a regular county jail, like the jail, prison, feds. What's the difference?
Well, a lot of people get misconstrued about the jail systems because they're all the same. You cornered in, you boxed in. No matter if the feds, county, you boxed in. You can't go nowhere. You can't do what you want. You can't do none of the things that you would do regularly when you're free,
Right.
if you will. You know what I mean? So, but the feds they kind of like, it's a more, for lack of a better term, it's a more serious situation that's going to allow you to grow because you're talking about the government. Whereas the state, you're talking about, all right, I ain't really worrying about them. But when the government gets involved, you got Washington D.C. You know what I'm saying? Washington D.C. got their eyes on you rather than the state.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's much different because you got 3 letters that'll frighten you. FBI.
Wow. Yeah.
Whereas Wilmington Police Department, FBI. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of like changes your mindset. So it's like, all right, Wilmington Police, all right, I can get around them. But the feds, nah, they got an eagle eye on you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when they come, they coming.
You're right.
So it's no way to get out of it. So it kind of like gives you, more perspective on what it is you doing, how you doing it, when you want to do it, why you want to do it. You understand what I'm saying? Versus the state. So in a nutshell.
Okay, got you. Makes sense. I feel where you're coming from. So take me back to the beginning then. You coming up, when did you just notice or say like, this is who I'm going to be, right? Because you where did you start lifting at for you to get so strong? Because you was always fit, you still fit, but like, I mean, you had the body of a professional athlete,
right,
since probably like a teenager,
right?
So where did you start lifting at, and where was the discipline at? Because you never shied away from it through all your life.
I'm gonna have to take it back to, man, I was maybe 8 or 9 because my father, he was very athletic.
Okay.
And yeah, he was very athletic. Way back when he'd come home and because I spent more time with my father when I was coming up. So him coming home and, having my brother and myself go to PS track, we outside doing push-ups. I'm talking about this is like 4 a.m. Like we supposed to be sleep getting our rest. And this is no lie. We at the PS track, going around the track, he making us do push-ups and, he working us out and this is what you do. This is what men do. So in my mind, this is what I knew that I had to do in order to make my father feel proud of me. So I was always into working out, and it just stuck with me throughout. So now today, even in my situation, I'm hitting the gym.
Yeah.
I'm going hard. I'm doing something that's going to keep me active.
Yeah.
And because I knew my father was an active guy, and this is what he implanted in my mind. Yo, stay active, because activity is going to get you where you need to be, whether it be mentally, because sometimes the lack of activity messes with your psyche.
Yeah.
Because if you just sitting around not doing nothing, you kind of get lazy and you kind of get, fat and whatever.
Yeah.
So I've always tried to stay in some kind of gym or stay fit some kind of way.
Right. So
So
it wasn't even about sports. It was just, this is a way of life.
This was a way of life for me.
Gotcha.
I can't speak for everybody, but for me, it was a way of life.
Yeah.
Then the sports came along, but that was first. That took precedence over everything. And then the sports followed, because I wasn't very good at sports.
Really?
I was just athletic.
So, hold on.
Listen to what I'm saying. I wasn't very good at sports. I had no knowledge of the sport. I knew it. I watched it. I watched people play it.
Yeah.
But I was just going out there just running around. And people always tell me, yo, you good. But I didn't know myself that I was as good as people were making it seem that I was.
Yeah.
I didn't know these things until I got much older and I started to do different things. And, I hear people saying, yo, you nice. I really didn't realize it until I actually seen it for myself. And then once I get it in my head, like, yo, you nice.
Yeah.
Then I take on that role, like, yo, you nice.
Yeah. So I'm gonna turn it up a notch.
Absolutely.
Wow. Yeah. So when did you realize that you was nice? Because you got records at Glen Mills that still ain't broken.
Yes.
Right? Now they ain't broken. And this is from years ago. So you say you 44 now. So we talking, well over 30 years ago?
At my peak, Kenny, 12, 13, I mean, coming up in the projects or whatever, 12, 13, we outside, we playing sandlot football, just out and about, and then here come Glen Mills. Now, in my mind, I still don't know that I am this guy. I am the third running back in the nation, at one point.
Yeah.
A power lifter at the age of 14, deadlifting 530 pounds and squatting 530 pounds. I didn't know this guy.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't know who he was
You
until
just doing stuff.
I'm just doing it. because I felt like I can do it because this was implanted in my mind. My
But your
dad said, yo, keep this going. You gonna be him. You gonna be this guy.
Right.
So I had that in my mind. So everything that I went to do, I went hard at it. Not even knowing that I was as good as I was. I just went hard at it because this is what he said.
Right.
So he made me feel like I can achieve anything when it comes to that.
So, all right, third running back in the nation. You talking to Power 5 coaches on the phone.
Absolutely.
Like, you know what I mean? They like, yo, what's up? And you like, oh yeah, who y'all talking about? Nick Saban? Who y'all talking about? Oh man, I can call him right now. Yo, what's up, man? And like they really talking to you and you talking to them. What happened? What transpired for you not?
And I'm not afraid to say today, but a lot of my ignorance shielded me from my prosperity. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me not knowing where it could have took me.
Right.
Just wanting to be a part of something that I know I wasn't good at.
Yeah.
Opposed to being a part of something that I know I was going to be amazing at.
Right.
Which was my sport. That was my craft.
Yeah.
And I gave it up to be a part of nothing. And I always ask myself, what did you love so much about nothing that caused you to do nothing?
So okay. So you say that. So we're gonna say be a part of nothing, right? So that means you went back to the projects, right? We running around, you know what I mean? Getting money. So how much of break that down for us when you say nothing, because even myself as a kid, like I known you and other kids known you and people know you because of the things that you do there, right? So you say nothing, but to us it was something.
Let me rephrase what I'm saying because I want you to get
break it down to me, man.
When I say nothing, I mean the lifestyle was nothing. What I get from it and what I'm able to give back is everything.
Got you.
But that lifestyle itself is nothing.
Right.
So when you running towards being outside all day, rain, sleet, hail, snow, messing up relationships, messing up homes, that's nothing.
Right. Yeah.
It's nothing compared to being a part of something. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was, for me, it was nothing.
Yeah.
Just going outside. Like, what did I love so much about it? I still couldn't tell you to this day.
Right.
Okay, everybody loves money, but at the end of the day, it can go so easily. It can go so easily. So it was nothing.
Yeah.
It's like ashes. It could just,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
It's in your hand 1 minute and the next is gone.
Yeah.
Once you do this, you wipe it away, it's gone.
Yeah.
So it was nothing to me.
Yeah.
I don't think people fully understand when I ask that question, because I presented it to a few people. What do you love so much about nothing? Because I always knew what it meant to me.
Yeah.
So I was trying to find out what it meant to other
them.
people.
Yeah.
What do you love so much about nothing? What do you love about going outside every day, sitting on the corner, 8, 10 hours? You make it a job.
Yeah.
And it's nothing. Yeah, you reaping benefits from it.
Right.
But do you got a 401k? Are there any benefits besides just fast money?
Right.
Absolutely not.
Right.
You can't take this money to the dentist. I mean, you can, but you can't. It's not insurance.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's nothing
Right.
compared to those things that are.
Yeah. So okay, and that's great. I'm glad that you broke it down, especially running the streets and doing things at a high level.
Right.
Right. Because people up under you, right, or even could be on the same level, they still feel like it's something.
Right.
But I mean, of course, we ain't get those answers yet because people aren't open enough or willing to say what it is and break it down. Right. So you say it was nothing, right? Which makes sense. I like how you broke it down. Reap the benefits. Now, you didn't understand where football could have took you. So it was like, football cool, I'm nice. But fuck it, I'm going home. So did you catch a case, or was it just like, I'm getting this money and fuck school?
Nah, it was again, I was and take nothing away from the adolescence, but I was young, I was ignorant to the fact, and I didn't want anything relative. I wanted to be a part of that, but I wanted to be a part of this more. I wanted to go home to the streets I had been away, having to go through what I went through, this experience of Glen Mills and, all of these different things. And I've learned, I was educated enough to learn these things, pay attention to these things and what's going on up there. And I knew that it can take me very far, but I wanted this more because I was still in my adolescent years. And I wanted to live freely.
Right, instead of follow their rules.
Instead of follow everybody else and all that. Everybody else's rule, because be it Glen Mills, be it college, be it anywhere, you have to follow certain guidelines. You have to follow certain rules. Although on the streets, you have to do the same thing.
Yeah, but you more free.
But you more free. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then still, when those rules come down, you can fight back against that shit.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So you just ain't gonna beat my ass. You ain't just gonna do
Absolutely.
something. Yeah, we gonna fight about this.
For sure.
Yeah, because you might get your ass whipped.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm gonna bet on myself.
Yeah, so I kind of still to this day can I'll be looking at people on I watch sports and I watch the people underneath of me. I even watch the people my age or a little older, and I just see how over the years our lives, I'm not going to say theirs, I'm not going to say mine, I'm going to say our lives have dissolved. We have given way to the streets, and it caused us to lose so much. I knew for a fact, just me being me and me of what I learned from this man, this man that raised me or this man that birthed me.
Yeah,
I knew that I had the potential to be in any one of those leagues I wanted to be in.
Yeah,
I knew that.
right.
I felt that.
Yeah,
I knew my craft was that good.
Yeah,
but I chose otherwise.
Right.
And to this day, it affects me. I think about it every day. It's not a day that goes by, especially when I'm watching football. I'm like, make this move. You know what I'm saying? Or even when I'm on a basketball court. Nah, shoot that way. You should have went.
Yeah.
I still feel it.
Yeah, because
I didn't
know you was that nice at basketball until I played with you.
Right.
And I don't know how old I was. I guess I was still a teenager at that time. And I was like, damn. I heard about this nigga playing football, but he nice.
Yeah.
He got a handle. He jump out the gym.
Yeah.
And he only yay high.
Yeah.
So you was pretty all right in basketball too.
Yeah.
You played baseball too?
Baseball, man. I think I was every sport, just literally every sport. I think I've tried everything from soccer, lacrosse. I think I've tried everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
So it was just like you just was like, I want to be active, or was it your dad like, yo, go try that too? Like
mainly him, but I know me, my body always said go do more. My body felt like I can do more. Try this, and my mom was always like, follow up with that. Go ahead and try that. I know you can do it. So I've always wanted to try everything. I'm talking about till I go swing a racket. You know, I'm everywhere.
Yeah.
I just love sports, man. I just love what athletics does.
Wow. So how the hell did you manage that? And what was it about the streets then? Were you ever like, I'm gonna be great at this too, and I can do more because I do more in sports and I lift. I'm just ready for the day. I'm prepared. Like, how the hell did you manage that? And when did you just say, I'm going all in and I'm gonna give it my all?
That's a good question, man, because like I said earlier, I still haven't figured out why. I still struggle every day. Why?
Man.
Why? What is it out there? And I still haven't found that answer to that nothing question. Why? You feel what I'm saying? Because I know it's nothing. I know it's a danger to it. I know that it can cause me to either lose my life or lose my life.
Yeah, right.
Either way, you're gonna lose your life.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, people say you lose your freedom, but you lose your life.
Right.
When you go to jail, you lose your life.
Yeah.
Not just your freedom, you lose your life because you're losing everything that once was yours and it belongs to somebody else. You're a number. You're a property to somebody else. So you have to take rules from other people. You have to do everything that somebody else is telling you to do each and every day. How to poop, how to do this, you gave somebody else your life. So you have taken your life more than weight.
So now, did you grow accustomed to jail? Going more than once?
Absolutely not.
Like it's easy. Like I can go here and knock this bed out.
Absolutely not. I've never grown accustomed to it. I know that when I subject myself to the streets, I subject myself to
what comes with it.
What comes with it. Okay. I know this.
Mm-hmm.
I've always known it.
Okay.
That's just okay. You want to be out here, so you know something gonna come with it. You have to be alright with that. I wasn't never accustomed to it. I didn't go out. I didn't wake up every day and say, you know what, I'm gonna go out here. I'm gonna sell these couple of joints.
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna go ahead and go in. Nah, my thing was I'm gonna try to be slick and get around it and not go to jail.
Right. Yeah.
I don't want to go.
Right. Yeah.
But if it happens, that's what comes with it.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what
I
mean?
gotta take it.
Yeah.
Okay. So how was that? Your last bit, being in the jail, happened to be in a wheelchair versus being in jail when you wasn't in the wheelchair. How was that? And then doing your Fed bid, you know what I mean? How was that transition? Like, cause I know mentally, I've already been there and I know what's happening.
Right.
But damn, how I'm gonna be in my condition?
It's a good question, man. It's a good question. I'm glad you raised it. It was totally different. Whereas, my first bit, excuse me, I was up, athletic, doing everything that I need to do, running around, working out and doing different things. In this bit, having been in a wheelchair, I know that I had to do something to kind of like continue to be that person. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so I had to try to find out different ways. I had to create new avenues in my mind as to how I'm going to do what I used to do before, minus my legs.
Right.
So I just try to figure out what it is. What can you do, Kat? What can you do? You're in a wheelchair, so a lot of people count you out. You counting yourself out because you feel like you can't do the same things you've done before. So what can you do to kind of like be him without being him in your situation? So I've always got creative. So I just did different things. I'll still get on the floor.
Yeah.
Have my man like, yo, grab my feet. We gonna do push-ups.
Right.
Pull me up to the pull bar. I'm gonna do some pull-ups.
Yeah.
So I'm still doing it. It's just that I don't got my lower extremities.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like the difference for me. I've even gotten into altercations in my chair.
Huh?
What? just because I think because of who I was before, like
I'm still that guy.
I'm still him.
Yeah.
Like I'm in this chair, but I'm okay. You might get your thing off.
Yeah.
You gonna get your thing off probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Right? You gonna get your thing off because I'm in the chair.
Yeah.
But when I was up, I'm gonna mix it up with anybody. I don't care whether I lose or I win. We're gonna mix it up. You gonna know I was here.
Right. Yeah.
Same way in this chair. You gonna know I'm here.
Yeah.
You only thing you can't do, you just can't get close enough. Cause I grab you, I'm gonna hold on for dear life. I'm gonna get you. Somebody gonna get tired. Yeah. We're gonna go to the ground. We're gonna fall down. We're gonna tussle. We're gonna do whatever it is. But you gonna know that I'm here. And you. Once that fight is over, you gonna say, man, that nigga in that wheelchair. Damn. That nigga still. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So that was kind of like the difference for me. But other than that, man, it was like, cause I kind of stayed to myself. I don't disrespect nobody, whether I was up or down. In my chair or out of my chair, I don't disrespect nobody. If it come to me, it comes. We'll handle it like men, or we'll handle it like savages. However you want to do it. But I kind of I just been a humble person, man, and that's who I've become today. Just a humble dude.
Yeah, just figuring out things every day.
Every day.
So okay, that's respectable. You know what I mean? We understand that. So. What about the night transpired when you lost your legs, right? So how was that night? What happened that night? You know what I mean?
I can't say for sure what happened. All I know is I was at a certain place. The vibe was already off. I found myself leaving that place, ending up at another place, and sitting there talking to somebody, and next thing you know, I was on the ground. Didn't hear no shots, didn't see nobody, and I was on the ground.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, I woke up in the hospital. I really don't have too many.
Yeah.
It's kind of foggy. I really don't know too much about that.
Right. Yeah. And did you know when you woke up, like, you wasn't able to move your legs and all that, or was it?
I wasn't privileged to that information until later on. I guess it was kind of still touchy for them, you know, to kind of like relinquish that information to me. Once I did find out, I kind of looked at the doctor like you nuts. You got to be crazy.
Yeah.
So me being that guy, that active person that I am, hold up, I can't move. I can't feel nothing. What's going on?
Yeah.
Like,
so you started to try to move.
Yeah, like, yeah. And the doctor was like, you know, just relax. I'm like, hold up, why the fuck I can't move? What's going on?
Yeah.
And then, you know, it kind of like set in, and thereafter it just kind of like took me to a place that was unbeknownst to me. So I had to try to like crawl out of that space because it was dark. You know, and I, as a kid growing up, I was never scared of the dark.
Yeah.
But that dark place right there, it made me afraid. It kind of scared me because it was so dark. There was nothing vivid about it. I couldn't see anything. It was like tunnel. I just couldn't see nothing, and I kind of went in that space. And I know at some point I had to get away from that because it was ultimately caused depression.
Yeah.
Depression leads to other things, and other things lead to other things. So I know I wanted to stay away from that. So me being the fighter that I am, come on, man, get up. Get up.
Yeah.
It happened. Adapt to it. Move forward.
How long did it take you to adapt then?
I'm still adapting. It's been 12 years. I'm still adapting.
Right.
Because every day our body changes.
Yeah.
So every day you got to get used to something different about your body.
Right.
And especially when you're getting older, you learn these things, figure out what you're going to do about these things, and move forward.
Right.
So for me, that's what it's about, moving forward each and every day. Each and every day, my mind gets a little stronger, my body gets a little stronger. So I move forward.
Where did that mental strength come from? Because you got your mentality is so strong and profane. It's like it can't be cracked. You know what I mean? It can't be altered, although it has. But you bounce back like, get up, come on. You still got to do more. How does that come? Where do you get that from? Was that from your dad? Was that from like jail? Was it from the streets? Like, what made you mentally strong? Like, fuck it, I'm gonna keep it pushing. Because most people fall, they crack, they bend. You know, they get depressed. Mm-hmm. They stress out to the point of no return. Mm-hmm. Right? They start getting high. Right? They just start to live the complete opposite life. And it's like, damn, you could have just talked to somebody and you would have been all right, right? Mm-hmm. Release it.
Right.
Because every time you have something to say, you bring it to somebody's attention, if it's valid, it's not a complaint.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, if I was like, man, damn, it's raining outside. Like, man, like, I'm not complaining. It's raining outside.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just got the car washed. Yeah. You know, I had plans. I was, you know, like, that's not a complaint, but people tend to fall off the ledge. Yeah. You know what I mean? But who instilled this in you? Where does this come from?
Life's experiences. Not just my own. Everybody before me. Everybody during me. Just life's experiences, man. Just being able to be observant, being able to watch people. And I think I get a lot of my strength from other people's weaknesses, other people's downfalls, because where they fall, it kind of encourages me. It kind of strengthens me, because with you being weak, now listen to what I'm saying. With you being weak, it kind of gives me that strength. So I'm taking all the strength that you have in you that you couldn't go on with, I'm taking it from you. And then once I build myself up, I'm coming back to you and I'm gonna bring it back to you. You catch that? Mm-hmm. So wow. I'm taking everything that you have, everything that you don't think is possible with you. Yeah. Here, give it to me. Let me carry that for you. Yeah. All of your baggage you have, give it to me. Yeah. Let me put it on my shoulders. Let me work out with it. Let me do a few squats. I'm gonna come back to you. Let's go.
Wow. So that's good, because see, the slogan of the show is challenge yourself, do something about it.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So it's like, you challenge yourself, you challenge others to do something about it. Absolutely. But not only that, and we don't go spiritual too much on the show. People
Right.
can and they have,
Right.
but no disrespect to anything out there, anything that anybody praise, all that good stuff. But it's kind of like Jesus, and Allah, and all that stuff, God, right? Where they say, let me take all of that, right? I'll show you this, and then come back and get you, right?
Yep.
So it sounds just like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know I kind of messed it up, but I definitely get it.
Right.
But that's amazing though that you even want to offer that because flesh, human. You know what I mean? And as a human, the flesh get weak. You feel me?
For sure.
And I say that oftentimes when I talk to people, right? And especially at this point in my life where I try to be true as possible, right? And just be true, especially with friendships. You know what I'm saying? So you want to give your all and just be like, man, this is what it is with me.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times we can't get that.
Yeah.
You feel me? We can't get it back, right? So even with you saying like, yo, give me all your strength and your weaknesses, and I'm gonna give it back to you and make you stronger. Motherfuckers don't do that, man.
Nah.
They like, fuck you.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's a good one too. So you're strong as an ox. You got the energy, you know what I mean? You got a strong hand, right? People know it. Then this happens, you in a chair. What was that trajectory like? Was the respect still there?
To a degree. I think we're always going to be challenged, up, down, whatever. We're always going to be challenged. And particularly me, I haven't had many, but I've had some challenges until, for lack of a better term, just put things in perspective, just to let you know, like, I'm still here. Like,
Yeah.
don't misconstrue all of this. You know what I'm saying? Because it was once sent to me by a person that's not even my friend. That same words you just used. Yo, you strong as a motherfucker. Motherfuckers respect you, man. Blah 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 blah. This, that, and the third. But he said, you know something about you, man? You even more dangerous now that you sitting down. I said, why you say that? I said, hold on. Don't even say that. I said, why? Because I got more time to think. I got more time to sit back and plan. Whereas when you're up, you're moving.
Impulsive.
Everything is so fast. Everything is happening so quickly. But when you're sitting down, you get to observe things. You get to see all around. You get to sit back and watch. And that's what I do.
So your senses just elevate, basically.
Something like a diabolical sinister.
Wow, this is getting real deep.
I'm telling you something real. It's real. My mind can get real diabolical, and I'm afraid of it. I'm afraid of that diabolical side of me because I know where it can lead to. I know where it can take me. So I try to stay away from him, that diabolical person. I try to stay away from it in general. So staying away from that negative energy will keep that diabolical person out.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because I don't want no parts of that.
Right.
Because I know it's a danger not only to myself, but it's a danger to others as well.
Yeah.
So I try to stay away from that diabolical person.
Wow. Amazing. So we talked about people. You talked about relationships being broken, right? Just running the streets and stuff like that. Households being broken, whatever the case may be. But how was it when you did stints in jail, right? So let's say obviously relationships were broken, also they're mended, right? And we say we got friends, people say brothers, sisters, But how does that feel to be locked up not have that love and concern, that reach out, you know what I mean, that touch, lack of communication. But then you come home and people tend to think we can pick up where we left off.
I think we touched on this.
That's offline though.
Okay.
Yeah, that ain't nobody.
But what I was saying was, it's amazing how that works.
Yeah.
It's really amazing how that works. Like, you love me to death when I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm forgotten when I'm not.
Yeah.
Out of sight, out of mind. That's true. That's real. Like, and it's always, I told you folks, I asked for you. You asked me, I mean, you knew the address. It ain't that hard to get. Look up on,
Yeah.
Fly me a kite. Yo, fuck you. What's up? Hey, how you doing? Anything.
Yeah.
But as soon as, you on that other side and you encounter with this person, people, oh, hey, man, I love you. All of these different, and it's, for me, it's called fake love.
Yeah.
It's ingenuine.
Right.
And I get a lot of it. I get a lot of it. But me being as mentally crafted as I am, yeah, I see it and I read through it. You know what I mean? And yeah, I'm keeping it real. Yeah. For all of those guys, y'all know who y'all are.
Yeah.
But I feel it, man. I know it's not real. I know it's not genuine, man. But I roll with it.
Right. Yeah, just is what it is.
It is what it is, man. I mean, just people gonna be people, man. So can't change it.
And I guess that's where that mental toughness comes in as well. Mm-hmm. Because when you're sitting there and I'm only talking to 3 to 5 people who are consistent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or reaching out to me. And then you're home and 5,000 people reaching out like they've been there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
The whole time, yeah.
Right, yeah. So I guess that's that mental preparation that you just been through time and time again through life that also just put the shield up like, oh, I know what it is.
Yeah.
It ain't real love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No matter what you say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How do you feel about that though, right? When you have history, so you're 44, so let's say 30 years with people, 20 years, you know what I mean? Where we have a history, so-called friendship, some type of association, you know what I'm saying? And it even for myself coming up, it really meant something when you were from a particular side of town or community. Mm-hmm. I think that's just all over the world.
Yeah.
When you don't get that same response back that you've given, right? So reciprocation, right? Mm-hmm. Not that I'm looking for something,
right?
But I don't get that same knowledge that I give you, because we know information is very important. Mm-hmm. Information is worth more than money. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But how does it feel when you have this 30, 20-year relationship, but a motherfucker don't want to even pour into you or share something with you, right? Or keep the same energy, like nothing even happened, right? Like they ain't grow, you could have grown or not grown, mm-hmm. but you just still want to be a snake.
Through my years, man, I've become so desensitized to that of these ingenuine people, right? Yeah. Like, I've shielded myself. I've shielded my heart from those type of people. Yeah. So those things, we're talking about feelings. Yeah. Those things, how I feel about these people, yeah, the way how they feel about me, yeah, it's null and void. I don't care how they feel, but I'm going to still continue to be me. I'm still going to be Kev,
right,
to you, whether you like me or not, whether you feel you say you love me or not, or whether you my boy or not. I'm still going to be Kev, because as long as I continue to be me, what you gonna do is you gonna go somewhere in the dark. You gonna go be alone with yourself, or you might go be with your wife, your other boy, or whatever. Yeah. And you gonna have me on your mind, like, damn, that nigga's still keeping it the same. He know I don't fuck with him like that, but he's still like, hey, what's up, man? And it's genuine coming from me. Yeah. Whether you like it or not, whether you know it or not, it's genuine. I don't have any ill feelings.
Right.
But you will be thinking about it. You crying in the dark. It's not a physical cry, but it's a mental cry. You crying in the dark. It's an emotional cry. You crying in the dark.
Yeah.
Because I know this nigga a good nigga. I know he's a good dude.
And I'm treating him like
And I'm
that,
treating him like this. And I said, fuck this nigga while he was doing X, Y, and Z. This nigga was almost in the grave. And I said, fuck him, bro. Fuck him. But I'm still giving you that same love. Like, you all right? You need something? You cool? Anything I can do for you? And it's all genuine.
Yeah.
That's how I take that. People don't know how to take that. Because they don't understand it enough to know how to take it.
Right.
Why does he still treat me so good? And I'm saying, fuck this nigga. And he knows it. I'm going to continue to be this way, man.
Right.
And I still want the best for you, good brother. Real talk.
And I guess that's what you call maturity right there, folks.
That's it.
Yeah, that's maturity. But also, you hit the nail on the head too, because with people, they'll wonder and they'll act funny because it's like, damn, I said some snake shit, I did some snake shit, you know what I mean? And whew, I wonder if they found out yet. I wonder if he know, right? Or then if he knows and he ain't say nothing to me, I don't know how to receive that shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's the snake within.
Yeah.
That's themselves feeling that from themselves.
Yeah.
It's not nothing I did.
Yeah.
It's something that you feeling because you know you wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you feeling it.
That's right.
It's your conscience eating at you. It's your conscience eating at you.
Yeah.
Like, damn. It's you.
Right.
It ain't got nothing to do with the other person. It's all about you.
Yeah.
And once you soon figure that out, you be like, damn. Step outside of yourself.
I think that might be, well, I'm not going to say it's too late. You know what I mean? Because it's never too late.
No.
You know what I mean? But people aren't ready for change. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good one. What made you ready for change? Like, I don't want to be that Kevin anymore. You know what I mean?
I'm not going to put it, I've always wanted to change. I just didn't know what direction to go in. Because there's so many different ways you could change.
Yeah.
I just didn't know which direction I wanted to go in. I knew I wanted to. I've always known that I wanted to since a boy. I knew I wanted to change. I knew I wanted something different.
Yeah.
But I was just being pulled in so many different directions with my thoughts, with my emotions.
Right.
So I didn't know which direction to go in. So I was like, you being pulled every which way. Just like, damn, which way do I take?
Yeah.
Which avenue? It's like a crossroad. Yeah. Which way you gonna go?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So eventually, what it took for me was to go down every corner. Go to every corner.
Damn.
I don't like that one. I think I'm gonna stay away from that one. I don't go there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have to hit every aspect of it
until
you finally realize, okay, I don't want any of this.
Yeah.
I want to go this way.
Right. Yeah.
And until you realize that, and until it's settled in,
yeah,
you're gonna continue to do the same thing. You're gonna continue to chase that nothing.
That's pretty deep. You know what I mean? Which is real. Chasing the nothing, right? What was the best part about it?
Chasing nothing?
Yeah.
Nothing. Listen to it.
Yeah,
what was the best part of chasing nothing?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing was good out of chasing nothing.
At the time, you thought it was, though, right?
At the time, I did.
Yeah.
At that time, I thought everything was good. I thought nothing was the best thing I could do in my life until I actually realized and sat down and settled down and got my thoughts together and was like, I'm chasing my own tail. I'm chasing my own tail.
When did you figure that out, though? Like when did you? Because let's say, all right, you did a couple bids already. Boom. You know what I mean? But you went back to doing nothing. You kept doing it.
Right.
You were sitting there like, man, shit, I might change. Or was you sitting there like, fuck it. You know what I mean? When I get back out, I already got something waiting on me. You know what I mean? I'm nice. I'm on some paper, and I'm gonna turn it back up. You know what I mean? Like, what was the thought process about nothing that still had you like, fuck it, I'm going back. You know what I mean? I'm gonna find my way around the loop.
I hate the idea of people including myself, because I was once one of those people who said it's hard to get a job. I was that guy.
Okay.
I was that guy to justify why I was chasing nothing.
Right.
I can't get a job. I'm on probation.
Yeah.
I got a felony.
Right.
I was him.
Yeah.
I was probably on the billboard for being him. I was that guy. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was that guy to justify everything that I did about chasing nothing.
Yeah. Fuck that. I ain't getting no job.
I ain't getting no job.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna keep making excuses though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep on making that excuse.
Yeah.
I don't want no job. No, that ain't for me. No. Oh, the PA said I can't be out late. She told me I can't work there because there's too many females around.
Yeah.
Oh no, don't do that. It's a cash register over there. I was making every excuse I could because I wanted to chase nothing, man. And I still couldn't fathom the thought of what the hell are you chasing? What is nothing about? What is it?
Yeah.
The money? No.
Right.
It's not about that.
Right.
It comes and goes. I told you, it crumbles up. It turns into ash after a while.
Right,
it's
yeah.
paper.
Yeah.
Green paper.
Right. Yeah.
But I was the capitalist for nothing, man. I was the capitalist for chasing nothing, man.
Right. Yeah. So that's a good one. What did probation do for you? Did
No.
they help you?
No. Probation ain't do nothing for me.
They never helped you.
Nothing.
Aren't they supposed to? Or they just supposed to watch you, wait for you to fuck up?
That's it.
Smack you in your hand?
That's it.
Okay.
If you ain't internally reforming yourself, you'll never be reformed. Can't no probation officer, can't no psychiatrist,
Yeah.
can't nobody reform you but you.
Right.
You have to be ready to reform yourself.
Yeah.
You have to internalize everything that you want to do
Yeah.
to reform yourself.
Gotcha.
Can't nobody do that for you.
Right.
Nobody.
Yeah.
And that's real.
Yeah.
I don't care what degree you got under your belt, doctorate, PhD. I don't care what you got under your belt. If you're not ready to reform yourself, it's not going to happen.
Right.
You have to want to do it. It's that will, if
Yeah.
you will. It's
Yeah.
that will.
Yeah.
So when you're ready to do it, when you're ready to change, when you want to do something different, you're going to do it. If not, keep doing what you're doing. You're going to keep getting what you're getting.
Yeah. So that's real. So take us to FA. You know what I mean? This is your clothing line.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Where was this thought? Well, how was this created? It came about.
Well, somebody asked me that question, right? What is Jefe about? And in case you didn't know, in Spanish it means boss.
Yeah.
I feel like, and this just is my personal opinion, since I knew how to spell the word, I was him. I always had that mentality. When I was younger and I had a group of my peers, they always came to me and asked me questions about something. Yo, how you fix this chain on this bike?
Right.
No stupid stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yo, can you walk us to the store? Or can you do this? Or can you? I always, not just the boss part, but the leader in me. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The leader in me kind of brought about this, the boss.
Right.
Because I feel like I'm a great leader.
Yeah.
Because I was once a great follower, which in turn brought me to be a great leader. Because if you follow enough, if you learn enough,
Yeah.
then ultimately you'll become that leader, that boss. So that's where it stemmed from. Like, I've always felt like I was. I've always felt like it's not about big eyes, little U's. It's just about knowing, just having that knowledge of what it is you want to do, putting things into perspective. You know what I mean? Being that person that somebody can go to for answers
Yeah.
and get a good answer.
Right.
Not just some bullshit, but a good answer.
Right.
I feel as though that's what a boss is, what a leader is. One who's gonna give you everything and the truth and everything that comes with it. He's gonna guide you the right way. He's gonna want to see you grow, materialize in every way possible. That's what he is. He's a boss.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm that guy, and I've always felt that way. No, not being flamboyant, not being arrogant, not being cocky. I just feel like that, and everybody should feel that way about themselves. Everybody should.
Everybody who's
in your own right, you should feel the way that you're a boss, that you're a leader.
yeah, people do, but you know they don't do that shit.
But people sometimes they misconceive. Their thoughts be always on something else, and so it always tends to go somewhere else. But it's just, if you feel that way about yourself, why not put it out there?
So you said I'm putting it out.
I'm putting it out there. Why not embark on this beautiful journey that you feel are you?
Right.
Because you were.
Right.
You knew that you had something going forward. You knew that this is what you wanted to do way back when. Why not put it out there?
Yeah.
And become you. This is who you are. Represent it.
Yeah.
If you feel like you're a boss, be a boss.
Yeah.
Feel like you're a leader, be a leader.
Yeah.
If you feel otherwise, be okay with that. Embrace it. That's what I embrace. That's what I feel like.
Okay. Wow. That's great. That's a beautiful thing right there. So, who instilled you, and was this influence on you being a boss? Who were you following behind? Who made you, turned you into this great leader?
Without a doubt, without a doubt, my mom. Like the biggest inspirational person in my life. Truly, she's a matriarch, which I believe is a leader,
Yeah.
a boss.
Right.
Just everything that she did, every aspect of her life, everything that she went through, her trials and tribulations, having overcome all of those things, making sure she go to work to do everything that she needed to do to make sure my sister and my brother were good. Always making sure other people were good. Is truly my inspiration, man. She's one heck of a woman. That I couldn't describe her no other way. To me, she's an amazing boss.
Right.
Me seeing that has always given me inspiration to become that myself.
Okay.
So absolutely.
Yeah. Well, thank you. While we're gonna keep it going, but you're answering all the questions. A lot of people don't, they shy away from it, but you're doing a good job answering all the questions.
Why not?
I mean, hey, that's something that we got to talk to them about.
Okay.
And I will, but and I have. But,
Right.
you know, I guess people aren't bosses.
Right.
Effie. Yeah. So, how was that, man? Or how do you handle it on a day-to-day? And I know you already talked about being mentally strong. You just deal with things, but you're surrounded by a bunch of people in fake love, right? But you have a brother, and he been gone, or you been gone. You just missing. You missed out on a lot of time out here together because of the incarceration, right? And how you deal with that? How you manage that? Like, I know I can count on my brother. You know what I mean? I had a guest here last week, and he was like, "Yeah, that's your fucking brother." His mom would say that to him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Shaheem. He'd be like, "That's your brother, your blood brother, right? Like, you ain't." Of course, families go through things, but you ain't got to worry about too much. Like, I know that guy loved me, and he has my best interest.
Right.
Being mad at me, or
Right.
whatever the case may be.
Right.
How you handle that, or what's your thoughts on that? Like, damn, I don't got my guy here that I ain't even gotta be concerned about.
It's tough, man. It's tough not being able to rely on the likes of a sibling, of a brother,
Yeah.
a real brother.
Yeah.
I mean, because you got nowadays everybody is bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Define it.
Yeah.
Look in the dictionary and see what bro means. See what brother means.
Yeah.
Attach that definition. See what it means. Really read it and see what it means. And I think if everybody, for those who can read and understand, comprehend what brother is, read that and then say to yourself, am I really a brother? Am I really his brother?
Right.
You can't honestly say that. And a lot of people out here, they use it too loosely.
Yeah.
Bro, that's my bro. That's my bro. That's my bro. It's just a fad nowadays.
Yeah.
And me not having that is troublesome.
Right.
Because I do be needing it sometimes. Yeah. Like I really need that genuine love sometimes.
Right.
But being as though I don't have it, I have to continue to be myself. I have to continue to I have to wear two hats, if you will. I have to be me, and I also have to be him. Catch this. I have to be him, and I have to be myself. Meaning, I know the things that he do. I know the things that he want. I know his intentions are pure. I have to take all of those qualities that I know he has for me. I have to instill them in myself, and that makes him and me always we call each other Teflon and Steel. Always have. Teflon and Steel. That's my right hand man. That's my brother. Mm-hmm. I know what he dislikes. I know what he likes. And I know for a fact he's living inside of me. Not physically, but mentally.
Yeah.
And I know he's always there with me. I know he's always around when I need him.
Yeah.
Not physically, but I hear his thoughts. I hear his words speaking out to me. Like, yo.
Yeah.
Get away. It's trouble.
Right.
Yo, come on. Let's go take a ride.
Yeah.
Yo, go ahead, take a trip. Go on a vacation. Go home or something. I hear him. So he's always with me. Yeah. Even though I'll have him in the physical, he's here.
Yeah.
Trust me, he's here.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard for me when I don't have that. I got the likes of, a few good brothers, two good brothers in particular, right. Yeah. that I can call and I know for sure got my best interest, like a brother.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just two.
Yeah.
I can't say that for people that I've grown up with for years. It's hurtful at times, but at the same time, like, all right, it is what it is.
Dang.
I know how to handle me. I got this.
Right.
And then worst case scenario, not worst case scenario.
Yeah.
If I need these guys,
yeah,
I know I can call on 2 guys.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah.
And they can't take the place of my brother, but I know they'll be as good.
Right.
If not better.
Yeah.
Because of his absence.
Right.
They'll kind of like take on that role. Mm-hmm. I'm okay with that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense. You're incarcerated, and you lose your sister. A sister who was close to you that you like, you know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, I mean, I know as a big brother, you know what I mean? But like, you almost feel like sometimes they're your kid or they're your responsibility. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And you love on them and you talk to them like you their dad. You know what I mean? And if they need you, you hear from them. Like, and you going through your situation where you locked up. You know what I mean? How am I going to get through this bid? Or how am I going to be crafty and creative to keep my mind right being in a chair? And then, like, my sister ain't here, and then I can't go to the funeral. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, how is that?
It was it was an experience like none other, man. Just having to. I'm gonna walk you through that day in question. Just a regular day. I'm getting up. I'm feeling good. Just kind of like it's getting close to my release date, so I'm feeling good.
Yeah,
everything,
starting to see that light.
Starting to see the light at the end, So everything is going well, right? So I'm, call home, check on the family, see how everybody's going, and pow, you get hit with something like that. So when the initial "she's gone" hit me, it didn't really resonate. Okay, going where?
Where'd she go at?
We should go to the store. We should go.
Yeah.
Take my niece somewhere. Like, where'd she go? Like, and then the outpour of cries and just hearing people in the background. It kind of took me to a different place, because going into this phone call upbeat, happy,
Yeah.
you know, everything. I'm healing good.
Yeah.
I'm about to get home, go see my family, spend time with the family,
Yeah.
and then you just get hit with such devastation. It kind of it just did something to me, and the bad part about it, Kim, was at that particular moment when I got the news, I couldn't cry. I didn't cry. And I started to question myself, like, why are you not
emotional.
crying? Why are you not crying? Like, your sister passed away. Your sister's gone. She ain't never coming back.
Yeah.
You'll never see her again, only through pictures or only through your niece, vicariously through your niece.
Yeah.
You know, why aren't you crying? I didn't have an answer for it. I think I was in shock. I was in awe about losing my little sister. Like, how? All of these different questions going through my mind. And so I know I had to be the strength that those other people that I was just talking about wasn't for me. I had to be for everybody else. So I know that I had to stand firm on my strength in order for everybody else to be, because people now are looking to me to be that shoulder.
That's right.
I have to carry this baggage for everybody now. So I can't get weak. I can't be vulnerable right now because I have everybody else's, baggage on me. So I have to carry everything, and I can't, because once the head crumbles, the body gonna do what?
Fall.
It's gonna fall.
Yeah.
So I have to be that strong head,
Right.
so that everybody can keep moving forward. It's a devastation. Everybody lost a loved one. I lost my baby sister. Mom loses a child. Brother loses a sister, and so on and so forth. Right. So I still have to maintain that strength in order for them to go on. Because if it's not for me, the body crumbles. It's all over, and then you just left with the head.
Yeah.
And it can't function right without the body.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, that's how I had to get forward. That's how I had to look at things, and not being able to go to the funeral was bad.
Yeah.
It was like really, really bad, because at the very least, let me say my last goodbye.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let me go holler at her. Let me talk to her, because I didn't prior to.
Right.
You know what I mean? Let me go talk to her. Go ahead and send her on her way, and I'll see her when I get there.
Yeah.
I was unable to do that, and it was crushing. Still having to maintain the strength for everybody else. It did something to me, and I was harboring all of this stuff. I had to harbor it until I got released.
Dang.
I had to hold on to this until I got released, because if I call home and my ailing mother, she hear the upset in me, it's going to destroy her.
Yeah.
It's over.
Right.
Now I lose two.
Yeah.
I can't afford that. Yeah. So I have to maintain this. I have to be that strength.
Yeah.
No matter how bad I want to, I have to be that.
Yeah.
So that's how I kind of dealt with that. And then, when it was my time to, I let it out. I still do today.
Yeah.
In the dark. Because I can't let nobody see that.
That's right.
I do it in the dark.
Yeah.
Because I still have to be that strength. I still have to carry that baggage.
Yeah.
So I'll do it in the dark on my time.
That's right.
I can't let you see that.
That's right. Yeah. Because I got to take care
of
it.
Don't make me less. It don't make me less of.
Yeah.
It don't make me less of at all.
Yeah.
But I know that this is something I have to do in the dark.
That's
in
right.
the privacy of my own thoughts.
Yeah. Because you're the head, though, when you're the leader and you're the boss.
Absolutely.
F.A. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And without you, because people look to you for that.
Yes.
Even your family.
Yeah.
If you fold, and especially in front of them, they fold.
They fold.
And we can't have that.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
We don't
it makes perfectly good sense, and especially when you break it down and elaborate on it.
Okay.
Yeah, for the audience to follow. So, what is those conversations like? If you can touch on them a little bit, or dress it up, because we don't need to go into depth, right? But like talking to your brother, right? With him being gone for so long at this point, right? And all these things are transpiring, right? Meaning like you can be out here, you know what I'm saying? Then you end up there, you being shot, you know what I mean? Sister being gone, life just happening. And he's not here to support you physically. What are those conversations like?
Those conversations are, and we just got finished talking about me being a strength. I have to be his as well.
Damn. So you don't get a day off.
Never.
Yeah. So
I never get a day off.
Yeah.
And I don't think I think people are now starting to realize how daunting it is to be who I am, because every day I have to deal with something different.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
It's not a day that goes by. I'm always on the clock. Daddy, brother, mother, daddy, brother, you know, son, uncle. I'm always on the clock.
Yeah.
I don't mind it,
Right.
but sometimes I just need it. Man, what am I ever going to get a break? But it's okay though, because I know that I have to be that straight. I know that people rely on me heavily.
Yeah.
So again, when I get into my solitude, my little spot,
Yeah. That's what.
I put my shoulders down. I even shed a tear or two.
Yeah.
But it's happy tears sometimes, like, ooh,
Yeah.
I got past that one. I never get down, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good, man. Those conversations be good, man. But he leans on me.
Yeah.
He really leans on me, man,
Right.
to kind of continue to be self-sufficient.
Yeah.
To kind of, you know, continue to be the guy that I am, his strength, you know, to be the strength of others. He knows that I have that in me. He knows that my spine is made of Teflon.
Yeah.
He knows that.
Yeah.
He knows that my shoulders are broad and I can carry it.
Yeah.
So he
He's
you know,
like, I'm gonna give it to you.
I'm putting it on you, bro. It's all on you.
Yeah.
You got to do this. You got to take care of this.
Yeah.
It overwhelms me sometimes. It even burdens me sometimes.
Yeah.
But I know that I'm the guy for the job.
Right.
So that's why I take on that responsibility, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's beautiful. That's awesome. You know what I mean, how was that too? Like managing these kids, and I'm not saying physically or in your condition, because it ain't even got to do with that. 'Cause I got kids, right? How is that? Like, how do you manage? You know, because you know, we love the babies. You ain't talking too much. You ain't doing too much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All the way up to you about 5,
Yeah.
6,
Yeah.
right? We gonna call you a baby.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? But you know, as soon as you strike 11, you think you're a teenager.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then when you do become a teenager, and the language is different. Not that they said something crazy, but they could have said it and rolled their eyes at you. Like,
Yep.
fuck you rolling your eyes at? Like,
Yeah.
what? You know what I mean? Like, how you deal with that with the girls? Like, how do you know what I mean, reach them?
I can't blame it on one thing or the other, but having a teenage daughter, man, it's hard. But I think I've done my job well enough to have instilled that in her, that she knows rights, wrongs. She knows that, okay, it's certain things I can do and say with daddy versus mom.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know that I gotta watch, be careful as to what I say around dad, because you know that's still dad
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
Right.
And with my daughter, it's just a certain look that I give her, and she know, oh shit, let me chill.
Right.
I already know what that look means.
Yeah.
So it's like we got that kind of communication. We got that kind of relationship.
Yeah.
Where she knows, like, all right, enough is enough.
Yeah.
And I don't have to say anything. I don't have to yell, shout. I don't have to do anything. It's just one of these.
Yeah.
All right. You know.
Yeah.
So, I'll crawl over in this corner and get on my phone, because I ain't trying to hear dad mouth. But it's a good thing, and I'm glad that she recognizes that. You know what I mean? She recognizes that, and it's getting easier by the day. It's getting easier and it's getting harder because of her age. she's getting up there in age. She's 14 now, and things are piquing her interest. You know, so it's things that that I gotta watch out for. It's things that I gotta constantly remind her of.
Yeah.
You know, the dangers and everything that surrounds that word. Just so that she know what you need to do. Continue on that path. Continue to grow. Continue to be a woman. You know what I mean? I can only teach a little girl, but so much.
Yeah, that's right.
You understand what I'm saying? But the things that I do know about men and women, because I was one of those dudes, I try to remind her to steer clear of me.
Yeah.
I don't want you to fall in love with a me.
Yeah.
Because I know how I was.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give you that.
Right.
Pay attention to me.
Yeah.
And you'll know how me, when he comes to you, you go, shit, that's dad.
Yeah.
Stay away from that nigga. He ain't no good.
You're right, yeah.
I gotta stay away from dude.
Yeah.
He's trouble.
That's right, yeah.
So as long as she knows that,
yeah,
she knows going forward, all right, I don't want dad.
Right.
I need me a doctor type nigga. I don't want no dad type nigga.
Yeah.
I want me a settle down type dude.
Yeah.
Because she knew dad wasn't that type of guy.
Okay. So
You
you
feel
had
what I'm
those
saying?
conversations?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
My daughter and I, we have that conversation, that communication where we could talk about those kind of things.
Yeah.
I don't want to, and my daughters before her.
Yeah.
I had to explain to them, no, me, because one of my daughters in particular says to me, Dad, I want to find somebody like you. No, you don't. No.
Yeah.
No, I do not want that for you.
Right. And you had to break it down.
And I had to break it down to her. And she really she couldn't internalize this information.
Yeah.
Because her mom was too young. She was feeble-minded at the time and she didn't realize it. Then years had gone by and she ended up finding a me anyway, or something close to me, not me, but something close to me. But it was in that realm. And she was like, and she said to me, real shit, she said, I see what you're talking about, Dad. She said, I really see what you're talking about. I should have listened. Nah, it's not okay, but I'm glad you paid attention enough to know
that the mistake you
that
made.
The mistake you made.
Catch it.
And I'm glad you caught it before you got too far along. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's good. Like I love having those conversations, in particular with my daughters, man. You know what I mean? Because I never wanted them to run across me.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
So what did you explain to them or break down when they miss your absence when you locked up? Or was it just, hey man, I was in jail, you know what I mean? Like how does that conversation go? Because then it's the mom could say, hey, well, this is your dad's fault, because if your dad was here, it would be different, right? Or they like to pass the buck, you know what I'm saying? And then kids also just make up their own thing, or it's just like, I ain't even listening to what anybody else is saying. I want to hear what my dad says to me, how he's going to answer this question. Why wasn't you here? Like, why did you choose to do nothing?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, because they going to have those questions.
Right.
Like, how was your answer, or was it like all the kids didn't ask those questions?
My daughters, prior to my youngest daughter, my girls, they knew about me, but I had to tell them about me. I had to tell them the real me. I had to tell them who I was. I had to show them who I was. You know what I mean? Because they had heard so many different stories coming up through their mothers or anybody else, the streets, period.
Right.
Casey this, Casey that, Casey, you know what I mean? So I had to, it was many a times where it'd be just me and my daughters. I'd be the only guy, and we would just sit around the table, go out to eat or something like that.
Yeah.
And I would tell them my stories, let them know, like, this is who I am, this is who I was.
Yeah.
And I don't want you to ever think that I'm a bad person because of the life that I chose. I don't want you to think that you're bad because you're my child.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't want you to have those negative effects. I did what I did. I chose what I chose. That don't reflect bad on you.
Yeah.
And that don't have to be who you are, who you become.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So my daughters kind of know, like, okay, I was in the streets. I ran around. I had multiple women, this, that, and the third. They knew all these things about. I told them that. And that's why I always geared them, I got them ready for mentally, emotionally, for a person like me. You know what I mean? These stories, oh, he got this bro, he got this female. I don't want y'all to think that that's okay, because it's not.
Right.
It's not okay.
Yeah.
So I don't want you to think when you get into a relationship, it's okay for your guy to have multiple women. No. I was sick. I had a disease. I'm not afraid to say it.
Yeah.
I had a disease, yes.
What disease? What is your?
I love women. It's a disease. It's a disease. I'm telling you, it's a disease. It's a sickness.
Hey, what diseases you have? It's women.
It's a sickness, man. I kid you not. It's a sickness in me, man.
Yeah.
I've always loved women. I love everything about a woman, from her fingernails, her toenails, her hair, the hair follicle, man. I love women.
Hey, how you doing? Come talk to me.
I don't know what it is. I love women, man, and I think in part, I see my dad. I see my dad in action.
Ah, okay. So
you know what I mean?
Follow daddy footsteps.
I follow
my dad did it. I can do it.
And that's why I try to keep my daughters away from it.
Right.
Because it was like a snowball effect. I see my dad do it all the time. I see my dad go. I'm talking about ride with my dad. He got this. He going to different houses. Like, my dad got all these women, man. What's going on?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm gonna be like, Dad got all these. You know what I mean? But I don't know if my dad realized before how he was affecting these women. But I soon realized the effect that I took on women. You know what I mean? I was, feeding them false information at times, allowing them to believe that it was going to be more than what it was. I was giving them this information. I was telling them that, and fluttering the hearts of these people. And I myself didn't feel that flutter.
Right.
It was a game for me.
Yeah.
It was once a game for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Taking these women on this emotional trip.
Yeah.
And I know I didn't mean any of it.
Right.
Whoever you are, ladies, I deeply apologize sincerely if I ever did anything to hurt you. Seriously. But that was just my sickness, man. It was a disease. Yeah. It's like gambling. Yeah. I'm being honest with you. It was like gambling, man.
Yeah.
Like I just had a thing for women, man.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good that you apologize, because I was going to ask you next, did you apologize? Like, I talked about that before.
Now the world can see I apologize. And if I can see you single-handedly, I will apologize to each and every one of you. If I ever run across you and I see you, and if I ever did something to hurt you, I apologize to you right then and there on the spot. If you with your husband, your wife, whatever it is, I'm going to apologize. I'm apologizing now. I apologize.
That's good stuff, man. If you with your husband or your wife, okay. We don't discriminate. Then they might be, yeah, because
you just never know.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, that's good stuff. Wow, well, you're a funny guy, man. You're a funny guy. So you take the kids out, you sit them down, you give them the whole rundown, you let them know who you are. Have you ever apologized to their mothers? For now, you bring the kid into the world, no problem, okay, take care of my kids. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Sure. Easy, right? Because we got the ashes. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We got the paper, right? We doing a bunch of nothing all day. Mm-hmm. So that's easy. But what's not easy is the emotional scars that they have, right? Mm-hmm. The feelings that they have. And then for those feelings to become facts, once they find out, oh, he got a whole girlfriend, he got a whole woman, you know what I mean? He was just sleeping with me, right? Or he was sleeping with me and sleeping with her, and he got 2 kids on the way. Whatever the case may be. Have you ever reflected on yourself and said, damn, I apologize. I mean, now we created a life together, so at some point I got to deal with you, have a conversation,
right?
You know, pick up a drop off, something happened here or there, or you need to come to me for something, right? Which is, you know, co-parenting. Right. We're going to have to do it. You know what I mean? Have you ever said, damn, let me apologize to her, or let me have a conversation?
In my those, let me just say this, those that I do have a conversational relationship with, those are the people that I talk to regularly, and I have spoken to, and although I didn't understand what apologizing was, I didn't know how to do it because I thought that just the little diminutive, the little small things was enough for me to say I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Versus verbalizing I'm sorry. It's a difference.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can say, here, take this $100.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Take these ashes. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Or you can be man enough and say, you know what? I took you through some stuff. I really do apologize. I sincerely apologize.
Yeah.
I didn't, at the time I was ignorant. I didn't really know what was going on, or I did, or I just didn't care.
Yeah.
But here I am today. The newfound me is apologizing to you. I have yet to do that.
Oh, wow. Why is that?
I have yet to do that because, again, I felt like the little things were enough.
In between that time.
I felt like they were enough.
Yeah.
And I truly don't know how the other party feels.
Gotcha.
You understand what I'm saying?
So many years in between and all that good stuff.
Because our conversations, our dialogue,
It's kind of cool.
our relationship is like, it's settled.
Yeah, yeah.
So I feel like if I open up Pandora's box,
Or it might be some shit to come with it.
what's going to come out of Pandora's box?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you really want to hear the crying? And you put me through this?
Is it going to be a whole lot of, you know what I mean? Is it going to be, is it going to bring back memories? Is it going to mess up our relationship that we've built
Yeah, right.
over the years? You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
for the most part, I'm cool with my baby's mothers. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
everybody's cool.
Everybody's cool.
Yeah.
So going back and saying, you know what, I apologize, man, for, taking Sally to the hotel while you was sitting out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
I apologize.
Yeah, right.
I don't know if I want to do that. I know I can now.
Yeah, yeah. But you're just like, everything is kind of cool. Let's keep it cool.
Let's just keep it cool. And again, on national television, wherever this is going to be, I apologize to all of my children's mothers for whatever I took you through, sincerely, and y'all know that. And if it's time we are afforded that opportunity, I'll sit down and talk to you to your face and let you know that I'm sorry. I truly apologize. And even if you weren't my baby mother,
Right.
Anybody in between,
Yeah.
and somebody I was just with,
Yeah.
I probably destroyed their life or something like that.
Right.
I strongly apologize. I really do.
Yeah.
And it's genuine.
Yeah. What makes you so genuine? Because before you didn't care, you didn't give a fuck, or ignorant to the fact. What tapped you in to like, I really care about what I'm saying and I really mean it. And because of course there's a lot of things that we serious about, but it will be so serious that we just keep it strictly on business.
Right.
But anything in between that, I'll say it and I don't give a fuck. But if I'm talking about this right here, I mean it.
Right.
When did you just become so genuine with life and concern and be like, you know what, damn, let me be more positive than negative? When was that like? Because you sit there and you say like, and you know it. Like, how do people know that you're genuine?
Based on, I've always been genuine, first and foremost. Always. I don't think there's anything ingenuine about me. I've always been that person because I have a heart. It's not cold. I'm not an isolated person, and I don't isolate people unless.
Right.
Dot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And having gone through the things that I've went through, I kind of realized how precious life is. You feel what I'm saying? I can't say for everybody if they've experienced like flatlining.
Yeah.
Being on the operating table and not knowing if you're gonna come out of it. Just laying on this hard surface, you're dead.
Yeah.
Having come back from that, realizing the importance of life and realizing the importance of people that are in your immediate circle,
Yeah.
and the effects that you had on those people kind of softens you a little bit, kind of pures your heart.
Yeah.
It kind of makes you a little more sensitive than you were prior to
Gotcha.
going into the situation, and it kind of put things into perspective for me. Like, life's short, man.
Yeah.
So you got to have some kind of genuity inside of you.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
In order for people to embrace that.
Right.
So those things allowed me to become genuine, even more genuine,
Right.
shall I say?
Yeah.
Because I haven't always been that way.
Right.
I haven't always. At one point, it was hard for me to tell people I love them. My own mom. I knew that I did. She knew that I did, but it was hard for those words to come out because it was never expressed to me that way. See, I came up in this family where the word love wasn't used loosely.
Yeah.
It was action.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I love you ain't coming out of my mouth like that.
Right. Yeah.
I just started a few years ago, and I just told somebody that. I just told my ex-wife that, like, I don't just go around telling people I love you. Like, I really got to feel it.
Dang.
It was
just a few years ago. You 44. You
Ken,
just
trust me when I tell you, a few years ago, I just started using the word I love you. I love you. And I started getting in the habit of saying I love you. My kids. These people that came out of me, out of my gonads, like, I couldn't. It was hard for me to say I love you. I knew that I love my babies to death.
Yeah.
I knew that I love my mother, my family.
Yeah.
But I just would never utter those words. I love you. I don't know why. Still to this day, I can't wrap my head around why it was so hard for me to say I love you. But now it's just, hey, I love you, baby. you know what I mean? And I'm serious with it.
Yeah.
Like, call my kids. Yeah, I love y'all. Love you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I try to instill in them, like, listen, we never know what the next day gonna hold. So we always, before we get off the phone, before we disperse from one another, I love you, and be serious with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or if I did say I love you, it's like the I is it's an important factor in the word I love you.
Yeah.
I will always say, love you. Instead
right.
of saying
Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like cutting it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's weird, man. I still don't I don't know, man. I don't know what it is. I just knew I love my people, but I just could never utter the words. But now today, having gone through what I went through, it's important for me to say it. It's important for me to feel it.
Yeah, and that's something that you don't use. That's crazy. But hey, life is crazy. So you said flatlining. What transpired? What happened? You said you flatlined a couple times. That was after the gunshots and all that stuff.
This was years after. Maybe about let me see. I was shot in 2010, and then here recently. Matter of fact, going into the feds.
What happened?
Like, I don't know if you too familiar with paraplegic, the prognosis of being a paraplegic, but like with paraplegics, we sit in a one place so long.
Yeah.
We don't know that because we can't feel.
Yeah.
We don't know that our body is getting so much pressure. You know, when you sitting down,
Okay.
pressure, and it's called a pressure ulcer.
Okay.
And once you get a pressure ulcer, you have to kind of keep maneuvering your body to kind of like keep the weight off of it, because all of this weight is just going down to my bottom side.
Yeah.
So you have to protect that.
Yeah.
Extremely. You have to do more than what the average person would do, because you're sitting on your rear all day, every day.
So you got to stay active.
Yes, you have to stay active and moving around, or you'll get these pressure ulcers. So ultimately, what happened was, in the feds, they don't particularly give a shit.
Yeah.
How they treat
any
you.
Jail, right? Yeah.
That's anywhere. But people always thought that the feds was a little better. They're not.
Yeah.
So anyway, I got these pressure ulcers, and it was a disease called osteomyelitis. And what osteomyelitis is you get these pressure sores, and what happens is it goes into the bone. Once it goes into the bone starts to give way.
Yeah.
Blood starts to matriculate through these different parts of your body, and once it gets up into your organs, it could kill you instantly.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that's what happened, man. I had experienced that a couple of times. Just not being taken care of properly.
Yeah.
Not being able to take care of myself because I didn't have the strength to take care of myself at the time.
Yeah.
Because being hospitalized, just about for the duration of my stay in the feds. So it was kind of hard, man. But again, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you. You
Right.
know, I've managed to get through it because of my strength that we were speaking of. You know, and I'm here, man. But those flat lines were, it kind of like brought me back.
Yeah.
It kind of put things in perspective for me. It kind of settled me down.
Right.
It kind of opened my eyes to different things, made me realize how precious life is.
Yeah.
Because at any minute, who would ever thought, I mean, outside of being in the streets and getting killed or something like that, but who would ever thought, damn, KC died. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
damn, he did.
Yeah.
Like, he gone.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So me and my mind is always, I'm all over the place, man. I'm like a gerbil in that damn, on that wheel.
Yeah.
It's always spinning. So
Right.
my mind be everywhere, man. So it was a horrifying experience for me, man, just to know that I had died. Coming back to, after these people have resuscitated me for I don't know how long, but they happened to bring me back, and then having that experience conveyed back to me made me realize, like, damn, I gotta do everything I can to live.
Yeah.
I don't know what dying was, because if you do, you don't know anything.
Yeah. Wow.
But the story that you heard revolving death, it's a scary feeling, man. Just knowing that, like, I was laid out on this table dead.
And they told you.
And they told me, like, my doctor told, like, yo, you was dead, man. Like, we had to do everything to bring you back. You was dead, like dead.
Damn.
So
Did they send you to the hospital while you was in the feds and when you had this happen, or was you still okay?
No, they were sending me. Well, they did do that much.
Yeah.
They sent me to the hospital, outside hospital up in Boston.
Okay.
Yeah, sent me up there to the hospital, and these people, they in there fighting for me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm fighting.
Yeah.
You know, so, but that experience taught me a lot, man. It just taught me that I need to be more genuine, that I need to love more. I need to say those words more, because at any given day, something else could happen and I might not be as fortunate.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So take it with a grain of salt, man, you know?
Yeah. Wow. That's a hell of a grain of salt, but that's a good thing. Because we like to say those are good problems. So we say that's a good problem to have, because that allows you now to actually express yourself and really mean it and tap into it, because now we know the effects and cause of that I love you and what it can do for your kids.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or for the people you say it to. And especially to not hear that from you, and now they hear it. I know somebody really loves me. Because somebody told me, who doesn't use the fucking word?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who was uncomfortable with hearing it and saying it. So who knows what that can do for those individuals. So that's a great thing. You know, but we'll conclude the show on that note. Thank you all for tuning in. I want to thank KC for coming out. Make sure if you're a boss, you do boss things. You're a leader. You know what I mean? You guide people. You help them out. You put them in position. You go back and check on them. You give them the game. You get this FA. You know what I mean? Hats, socks, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? Sweatsuits, track suits. Yeah, all of it. So make sure you cop up. But I want to thank y'all for tuning in today. So once again, challenge yourself. Do something about it. All right? Stay mentally strong. Don't give up. Be that rock.